time is now.
NUFC Undisputed.
With Chris the American Man and Derek the Mighty Win. NUFC Talk Radio, the voice of the Toon Army.
Hey, good morning.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to NUFC Talk. We are live here with Undisputed Show. So please don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button. Help us out. Man, what a hectic morning. I've been awake for 12 minutes. Anyway, it's unbelievable. But anyway, we are here. You can phone in, have your say as well. 0191-916-8864. Hopefully everyone can see this, and we got it sorted. Good morning, Win.
Good morning, eventually.
Good morning, man. Good morning. What do we got going on?
What stupid time in Missouri is it?
4:42 in the morning.
4:42
So,
in the morning.
Which it's not that bad. It just it happens.
We've lost the sunshine.
Nothing bad about it. But anyway, smash the like button, folks. Don't forget to subscribe, and we can hear you scratching, man. Don't do that. We can hear it, man. We can hear it, man. Fuck me, man. Please don't destroy my morning again, man. I'm already on the edge.
They're always
what do we got to talk
edge,
about,
man? Chill.
What we got? No, ain't no chill. Because people are listening, you know. We're on radio as well. People are listening. So they don't want to listen to you scratch, cough, and all of that stuff. Remember, etiquette, radio etiquette. Newcastle United play this weekend. It's Thursday. How's the week's going by so quick, man?
Yeah,
I feel like it's going by so quick. Pressure tomorrow, don't forget about that. And that's going to be live at 9-ish a.m. in the UK. So stay tuned for that one. Those are really, people love those. So stay tuned for that one. And yeah, join us for that. There are a lot of news as far as transfer news is concerned. That I'm getting from Connor. A lot of news about Livramento and how Man City are really interested in him. I mean, if we could keep going the way we're going, it's inevitable that players will want to leave. I mean, it's really inevitable that they're not going to be bothered about. That's part of the, if you will, keep doing things like this, and like you keep saying, yeah, we'll turn it around. We're going a 10-win game winning streak and all that. But at the end of the day, players care about this. Players care that we're just in the same position. Basically, Newcastle in the last few years are like a hamster, keep running and running and running, but they're not going anywhere. So it's that's
it can't be true, is it? That's not true.
But it is though. We're not going anywhere. We keep on doing the same thing. We keep on going on the same bad runs every season, hoping that Eddie Howe is going to turn things around.
Keep on qualifying for the Champions League and winning trophies.
Yeah, barely, man. Even Jesus, who is my biggest nemesis.
Barely.
No. But even Jesus, who is my biggest nemesis in the chat, he's agreed with the bedwetters, saying that we got luck. We barely made it. We barely made it to Champions League, and it does matter barely. It does matter. It's different being a team that's consistent, that's playing good, that loses games, of course, but that is always going to be challenging than a team that's doing what we're doing now, where we don't even know if we're going to qualify.
Exactly the same as what we did last season.
No, man. Come on, man.
But
you know it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. You know it's not good. No matter how much you want to sugarcoat it, you know it's not good, man. We don't even know if we're going to qualify. We really have to go on a long journey, game-winning run for us to get there, really. How many teams can do that? How many did Man City go on a winning run last year?
Yes, always. They always
Did
go on
Arsenal-
a winning run.
Did Arsenal do that last season?
No, Arsenal tend to be fairly consistent throughout and then drop off.
Yeah, and why can't we be fairly consistent?
There are reasons. We've been through all the reasons.
Oh, here we go, man. But well, anyway, you allow those reasons in. You think they're normal, they're fair. But either way, we might not get there. We really have to push really hard to get there, and it's not going to be an easy thing whatsoever. You keep saying that's going to happen, but
well, I'm saying if we beat Burnley on Saturday, we're 2 points better off than we were at the same stage last season. We're still in the Carabao Cup, and this season we've had Europe to contend with, which we didn't last season.
Yeah, and that's a problem. Is that a problem?
Well, it's a lot harder when you've got European games than it is when you haven't.
So you would think you would make it easy for you, right?
So you would argue that we're doing better. You could argue that we're doing better this season than we were last season. Because we're doing exactly the same as we did, and we've had Europe to contend with.
That is criminal, man.
Which was the reason given the season before when we didn't qualify for the Champions League. The reason given for that, one of the reasons given, was that we didn't have the squad to cope with the European games. This season we've got European games, but we've got a better squad, so we're exactly the same as we were last season when we finished the season in the Champions League with a trophy. Thank you very much. Now let's see if he can. If he can't, he's got to go.
The lengths you will go again, man.
There's no lengths. What lengths am I going to do there?
Your life is all about sacking Eddie Howe in, Eddie Howe out.
No, your life
That's
is
irrelevant.
My life is definitely not about sacking Eddie Howe.
My life, I never said sack Eddie Howe, but that's all you ask when you go around asking people. That's all you ask. If Eddie Howe, it's irrelevant.
Because that's the biggest issue that we have on this, bro. And you've started straight away this morning. No. That's what you've started up on.
No, I never even mentioned Eddie Howe. So what are you on about? I didn't even mention Eddie Howe. I'm talking about Newcastle United.
Yeah, you did.
I'm talking about the club.
You're saying if Livermore wants to go to Man City and all the other players want to leave because they think we are going nowhere, that we're treading water, that we're doing whatever the simile that you used was for standing still, and we're not standing still.
I'm talking about Newcastle United. We are standing still, man.
We're not.
We have not made any progress. We have not made any progress. We have not made any progress.
Well, I'm telling you, we're not a team.
We're not a team that qualifies. That's fear that qualifies.
You don't know that
being consistent. I do know that we're not a team that's not consistent. We're a team. Literally, man, we made it because Aston Villa lost. Because Aston Villa lost their final game
because of 38 games.
No. But if Aston Villa won, those games that you're talking about,
and if we'd won a one that we didn't win, we'd be in front of them still.
Yeah, but we didn't.
Yeah, but
we didn't.
And neither did they.
We didn't go based on our merit. We needed them to lose. We needed another result.
We did go based on our merit.
We barely
our merit based on the other 37 games.
No, man. Well, let me tell you something. Call us now,
including beating Aston Villa, by the way.
Call us now and tell me maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if Newcastle United this season have okay, that's fine. Let the people decide that. Have we been consistent? Have we been progressing? Have we been making progress in this whole time compared to last season, for example? Are we in a better position, as Mighty Win is saying, than last season? He's saying that we're playing better than last season. We're in a better position than last season. I didn't say that at all. Because you did say that.
No, I didn't say that at all.
Because we're now in Champions League.
I didn't say we were playing better.
I
said we're in a better position.
Yeah, you said that exactly. You're in a better position.
I didn't say we were playing better, but by the way, we weren't playing good at this stage last season.
So he's saying that we're in a better position now than we were last season. So call us right now, have your say, and say whether I'm wrong, he's right. Let us know. Let me know right now. Call us right now, 0191 916 8864. Tell us the truth. What do you think? What do you think right now? In what position is Newcastle United right now? Are we better off than last season? Tell me if you're happy with what's going on right now, because last season
nobody said I'm happy with what's going on.
Well, actually, last season I was happier.
I'm very unhappy with what's going on.
But why was I? Tell me, why was I happy last season, not this season?
Well, you weren't happy last season.
I was happy.
No, at this exact same point last season, you were going 5-5-5. It's not good enough. We've lost more games this season already than we lost the whole of last season. Yes.
No, not at all. I was actually, maybe happy is a strong word, but I wasn't. We're playing worse than last season.
You were saying your exact words last year was we're getting good results, but we're not playing good.
That was at the very beginning of the season. Very beginning of the season. When we played Southampton, when we played those teams. More or less almost.
No, it was after those games when we started losing. And then you were saying, yeah, we got those points, but and at that very same point I was arguing we're the same place we were the season before. And you were saying, yeah, but we went on a run and da-da-da. And we did the same last year. We've got a history of doing it. And also, what we've got this year, which makes us better off, that we didn't have last year, was we've got Wissa to come in.
Oh, my God. Here we go. I was forgetting about Wissa, man.
Last season, we had Callum Wilson to come in. If
and what happened there?
He didn't get fit.
You said he got fit. You said he was gonna get 10 goals. He got fit. He was able to play.
He got fit with 4 games to go, man.
Really win. Man, that's unbelievable, man. It's thought process.
So this season we brought in Wissa and Walter Marder to replace Wilson and Isaac. And we haven't had Wissa all season. We haven't had Wissa all season yet, and we haven't had 2 full-backs for 7 games.
About Wissa, man? Who cares about Wissa, man?
Who cares about Livramento? We haven't had him for 7 games.
Well, Livramento is actually.
Well, all of a sudden, Man City care about him. And now we've got him back.
There's a reason why Livramento. You're talking about we're better off than last season. Well, Livramento should just say, "Listen, I'm in a great club, so why would I want to leave?" But trust me, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to sign a new contract right now.
How do you know
He's
that?
He's waiting for the World Cup because it's been quite widely reported. He wants to wait until the World Cup.
I've never seen that anywhere.
It's well, I'm telling you now. So
I haven't seen anywhere that Livramento has been offered a new contract.
Well, I'm telling you. He's been widely reported that he's been given a new contract.
It's no good you telling me. What the hell do you know?
I do know.
Well, how would you know?
It's reported. He's given a new contract. He said he's going to wait until after the World Cup.
And why is he not renewing? Where have you seen that?
Why is he not renewing? Why is he not renewing?
I'm saying he's not renewing. I'm not saying he's not renewing.
But I'm telling you it is.
Well,
you just don't want to believe it. That's fine.
Tell me where you've seen it.
Tino, Darren Lee, there you go. Well, listen, Tino has stole his contract and waited until next summer. 100%.
Where's the evidence?
100%. 100%. It's widely reported, man. Just Google it. Just type it on Google. You just don't want to believe. You just don't want to believe the actual truth. You just want to believe what you believe. You just want to believe.
It's been on X from a number of sources.
No, not at all. Not at all.
An insider at the club. A club insider believes.
Oh, so you think that we're the club are stupid then because they're not working to renew.
I don't think the club are stupid at all.
So should they be working on renewing Livermento's contract?
Although the worst.
Should they be should they be working on renewing Livermento's contract? Yes
Probably.
or no? And so they're idiots for not doing that.
I'm not saying. How do you know they're not doing it?
They are doing it. They tried.
There you go.
He doesn't want to sign. He doesn't want to sign.
How do you know that?
Exactly. You keep moving the goalposts, man. You keep moving the goalposts just because you want to be right instead of seeing what's actually happening. Players are doubting. Players are doubting Newcastle United right now. That's what you don't want to see. You think that everything is great.
All I want is evidence. You are making a statement. You're making a categorical statement that Livramento has refused to sign a contract. Show me the evidence. Millard.
But you just So what do you think then?
I think they're working on a new contract for him and all.
And why hasn't it been signed?
Because maybe the details haven't been thrashed out with his agent or whatever. There's a million reasons why it might not have been signed.
Again, you're
Plus,
just
he's
trying
been
to
injured.
wait. Even better, because when he's injured, nobody wants him. So
Well, you're going to give somebody 150 grand a week contract when there's a chance they're not going to be playing again.
Why? What do you mean the chance he won't be playing again? What are you talking about? His
Well,
injury is.
he could have had a relapse with his injury or anything.
Man,
Now he's back and playing and proving his fitness.
Man, listen, man.
Where's your just
the things you say
simple
are so
question, Chris?
staggering,
Where's your evidence that Tino has refused to sign a contract?
What? You don't read anything, so you wouldn't know anyway. So it's been widely reported.
It's on X by
No, it ain't got nothing. It got nothing to do with X. Nothing to do with X.
Mark who knows note.
Here's the thing. Unlike you, who believes anything, you actually believe that Joe Willock got lost in the maze. I had to type it in. It's fake news, man. Fake news. But you ain't got a clue. You don't read. You don't take a look at anything. You just show up here and you talk.
But here's the thing. So that's what you see on X, and that's what you are choosing.
But
that's
who's
what
talking?
you are choosing. Because it suits your agenda. You are choosing to believe that.
You are assuming. That's the problem. You are assuming that's what we read.
You are choosing to believe X rumors. I am choosing not to believe them until I'm proven wrong.
Well, you always proven wrong anyway. But just like Joe Willock's mace, I think. But regardless, Tino doesn't want to sign. You don't want to see that. That's fine. But the public does know what's happening. And unfortunately, deluded people like you come on here and say we're in a better position than we were last season. Which is staggering to even say. It's incredible that somebody with half a brain would say that.
Absolutely.
But you are saying it.
It's incredible that we would beat Burnley on Saturday. What have you forecast in the prediction league? Oh, yes, 3-1 in Newcastle. So if we do that, we're 2 points better off than last season.
I said 4-0 Newcastle, by the way. I said 4-0 to Newcastle.
Well, there you go.
We got a phone caller. We got a phone call, ladies and gents. Hello, good morning. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, morning, Chris and Derek. There's one question I have to ask the pair of you.
What's your name first?
It's Chris.
Chris, what's your where are you from, buddy?
Well, at the moment I live down in London, but I was born in North Shields.
Lovely, man. London and North Shields. Lovely, Chris. Well, first of all, welcome to the show, mate. And glad you called in. And,
see, the question I have to ask the pair of you is, I understand that you two argue a lot about Tino Livramento and other players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go on.
You right?
But
hello.
The problem we seem to have is we have a manager that doesn't know how to set up a system.
We have a manager that doesn't know how to set up the system, you said?
And with all the issues we've had this season, like we have dropped 11 points from winning positions.
Yep.
Yep.
So what is the answer? Because we could go and sign new players in January, which honestly I don't trust Eddie Howe to sign them. I backed the guy when he come in, and he has done very well.
Yeah. Do you hear us?
You think he's reached his ceiling and he's taken us as far as he can.
You're putting words in his
mouth. Yeah, I can hear you guys through the telly, just not through my phone at the moment.
Oh, okay, your phone is knackered or something. But either way, we hear you, so that's fine. So basically, you're asking, you don't trust
something like that, Chris. It's obvious because I watch the show every week, and people debate whether or not this player's good or that player's good. But the issue is when you've got a manager. But the issue is who is tactically inept.
Keep it going, man. Keep it going. We hear you.
What do you expect week-to-week results?
Well,
okay, so my argument to that is he's so tactically inept that he's qualified for the Champions League 2 seasons out of 4.
Oh my God!
And he's won our first
Chris,
trophy. That's how tactically inept he is.
Don't you understand that you're talking to a zombie, Chris? You're talking to a zombie. He sees nothing.
Win.
Yeah.
Do you polish your brass with that same question? Look, he won a League Cup, and I understand that. But the fact is, our league form is unbearable.
It's exactly the same as it was last season. In fact, we'll be better off. If we beat Burnley, we'll be better off than we were last season.
And that is the point, Win. How can you put a manager in charge that somehow seems to do the same thing every season?
Listen, if he can qualify for the Champions League every season and win our first trophy in 70 years, I'll more than happily stick with that same manager.
But when that milestone is over, you can't win now. The next.
I get your point. I really do, and I would love to see Eddie win and be good. But the fact is, you look at Arteta.
Exactly. Look at Arteta.
Not good.
He's won. What was it? He won 1 FA Cup in his first season, and he has constantly qualified for the Champions League. With his team, you can see progression. With our team, you can't see any progression. It's like he bought players not for the system we play.
And Arteta, they've stuck with him, and look at Arsenal now.
Look at him now. What have they done?
Well,
are you serious?
That's 6 points clear at the top.
But Arteta was a nobody. He never managed anybody. He worked under Pep. And in his first job, he took Arsenal from 6th to constantly in the Champions League semi-finals, and this year they're top of the league. That's progression.
Exactly, and it took 7 years, and if the Arsenal fans had kicked Arteta out, when a lot of them were asking for him to be kicked out after 4 years...
When he spent over $1 billion, and he's been there for
over
7
$1 billion
years.
in the process.
But he's been there for 7 years. So he's been actually fighting for the league in a sense. He's been second. Something that we're not. You acting as if we've been killing it, man. We haven't really. So we won a cup. That's fair enough. Everybody celebrated. Everybody was happy. But at the end of the day, you have to see some type of progress, man. And you're not really seeing that with Newcastle United. You was talking about qualifying. Again, if you're going to look at progress, you're going to be detailed in your assessment. You have to see how we qualify.
Everybody has a side they stand on. There is the Eddie in, the Eddie out. They're the fence sitters. But the fact is, at some point, you're going to get to that point where he will not be the man that could just keep pushing.
And I've said many times when that threshold
my point is, I was annoyed the fact that we messed around so much with Isak when we should have got rid of him, and we should have brought in a player like Samu, a like-for-like replacement. Instead, we went for a guy that Bayern tried to buy, and they wouldn't pay a fee, and we paid 30 million more than they were willing to pay.
Right? Because everybody else had turned us down to go to bigger clubs.
Everybody.
So you look at it this way. When you buy a slow striker instead of a rapid striker, which we had last year, and I'm not an Isak fan. As far as I'm concerned, he can rot at Liverpool. But the fact is, Samu, they looked at him and they thought, well, no, we don't need him. And he's a consistent goal scorer, and they went and got Nick Voldemada, who, in your eyes, you've lied to people because he scored 12 goals last season, and for the last 3 years, when he was at Werder Bremen, he got 1 goal per season.
No, he got 16 goals last year, by the way.
17.
But he only played the last 22 games.
No, in the league, he got 12 goals.
In the league, but overall, I got 17.
Yeah.
But
he only played half a season.
record is 28 games, 12 goals. You can look it up. It's on the internet.
But you know, Chris, you know that Voltemada is not the problem though. He's come here, he's scoring. So you know what's you might not like how he plays, but he's scoring. So I mean,
No, he's not the problem, Chris. I understand that because when you've got a striker that can hold up the ball, and he is a striker because go watch Germany. They play 4-2-3-1 and they play around Voldemada. They have a 10 that supplies him in Florian Wirtz, and they have 2 wingers that will cut in and try to score. We don't do that. The fact is, you look at Julian Nagelsmann. He is manager of Germany. He leaves in the summer.
That's right. Why man? Exactly. That's exactly what we need. But Win says we're in better position than last season, so we should just be happy, man. We should be. We made progress according to Win, so you know, we just sit back and relax, I guess.
Okay, a couple of things. Let's dissect what you said, Chris.
A few minutes here because we got another caller coming up.
London, Chris, which is you're on about Arteta. If the Arsenal fans had their way,
so everybody says, who can we actually go and get? Look at Tommy Tuchel. He's free in the summer. Nagelsmann, free in the summer. Managers that have won competitions.
Like Eddie, you mean?
Like Eddie, what the hell is it? Oh, man.
He's won competition.
Yeah, he's taking it. Chris,
the only competition Arteta's won is the FA Cup that he won with Unai Emery's team. And he dismantled that team and finished off worse.
That's not it. First of all, stop lying to fans, talking about Eddie Howe has won competitions. He hasn't won competitions. He's won 1 Carabao Cup.
So Eddie Howe's won the Champions League, has he, like Tom Tuchel? He's won the German title, German Cups like Nagelsmann.
No, but Eddie Howe's been managing Bournemouth and Newcastle.
But start comparing them then. And then don't have to compare the 2 of them. Tuchel clearly has had a better career.
Thanks for your time today. All I'm saying is fans have to look at this and see that there is more to the world than Eddie Howe. Newcastle are failing and someone has to do something about it.
Well,
okay, Chris.
We respect your opinion. Thank you, cheers. Call us back, man, once you get your phone sorted, man, so we can have a proper conversation without delays. But, Chris, thank you for calling us all the way from London, from North Shields as well. This is a proper Geordie from North Shields. But Win will say you're in London, so you've been brainwashed. So, but anyway, thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate you, mate. We'll let her go. There you go. That was Chris Redder from North Shields and living in London now. We had other people trying to call, so please call us back and have your say about the current situation and where we at right now. Call us now, 0191-916-8864. Have your say. We got another caller here lining up, ladies and gents. What's your name? Good morning.
Good morning. It's Paul.
Paul, where are you calling from, Paul?
I'm Portsmouth in the UK.
You said Portsmouth.
Portsmouth, whoa.
My dad's from Newcastle.
Lovely. And where Portsmouth is, I know the club, but I mean, where are they at in the UK?
We're down south
It's
coast.
Very, very
English
south.
Channel.
Very south.
Are you by friends?
Yep.
Well, my dad was
probably
in the Navy.
nearer France than he is Newcastle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and my dad was in the Navy. He was born in Newcastle. Well, he was born in Newcastle, and then he moved to Portsmouth. So that's why I'm in Portsmouth. So, but I've always followed his colours. So yeah,
lovely,
good
mate. Lovely.
I just want to say that I sort of agree with the pair of you. This is because sometimes I agree with Win and think you, and sometimes I agree with you. I don't see the development like the last caller said. I agree with a lot of what he said, but I disagree with a lot of what he said as well. So, but we don't seem to be moving forward. I know Win saying the league position will be the same as last year, but I can't see this 10-win streak coming together because we're so worse off. Towards the end of the season, the fixtures, we've got to play all the big teams away. I just don't see it. I can't see it happening. And I think a lot of the players have lost their they've lost their belief. I think.
So do you think Eddie's lost the dressing room?
Yeah, I think he's lost some of them. I don't think he's lost all of them. I think he's lost some of them. And and I think it's spreading gradually. And we can't. If you look at Sunderland now, as much as I hate to say the name without spitting, look at the belief they have. That was us.
There you go.
When Eddie's first full season.
Very
That's
well,
right.
man.
Which is exactly why I'm saying, let the results do the talking. And I say this season exactly the same as I said at this time last season. He's got till Christmas to get within striking distance of the Champions League. Last season he did it. The season before he did it. And
I agree.
And
I agree with you, Win.
I am expecting him to do it this season as well. And by the way, you know, the 10-game winning run that we went on, that people always reference, me included, did include, it wasn't 10 league games. That run only...
No, those cup runs and that, yeah.
It was all the Carabao Cup ties, that's right, yeah. So, and, you know, that
So
you don't have to go on a 10. You don't have to go on a 10-win Premier League winning run. Is the point I'm making.
But the season, the football's this season, and anyone can beat anyone, and
Correct.
We just don't turn up for the smaller games, but we do for the big one. I don't understand it. It's a mentality.
Well, that, you know why? Again, I've said this before.
Exactly,
you know why
what happened last season.
That's because I do tend to believe that the locker room is gone, and players play when they want to play, when they feel like it's good for them, and players turn up for the big games because they like that, you know. So, but my
question,
want to
put themselves in the shop window.
Exactly, but you know, Paul, I'm going to ask you Win a question, because Paul is calling from Portsmouth. Is it Pompey as well?
Pompey, yeah.
Portsmouth, Pompey, that's the one. Yeah.
So he's calling from there. We got some Chris calling from London. We got a lot of people from Newcastle. Why can't you open your eyes, Win, and realize that most fans think like they're concerned?
Most fans don't.
And most fans are concerned.
Absolutely concerned.
No. Let me speak. Let me speak. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're saying we're better off than last season. You cannot be concerned. So I'm asking you this. Most fans, taking the Eddie Howe, Eddie N thing that you like to go on and it's irrelevant, the real truth is most fans are concerned of what's going on. Why can't you take that and acknowledge that and say, you know what, we're in a bad situation right now. We'll see what he can do. But you double down. You say that we are better off than last season, that we're gonna win, that we're gonna be there, that we're gonna get there. Don't worry. Like, how can you be that deluded to say all that? You have said we are better off this season than last season. You said that,
Chris. I think
because we are.
Chris, can I just? Sorry, can I just?
Yeah, go on.
Can I just interject, Chris? Sorry. This time last year, I remember this time last year, and I was Eddie out then. I'm not Eddie out now because he won us the trophy, and I know people say, I think we're slightly better off, but we're not playing the football anyway, and I can't see us playing there.
So how are we better off?
Sorry?
How are we better off if the football is not good?
But the football's not good. But I'm praying. My prayers was when Whistler's back, that it will improve.
I mean,
I don't know if it will, but the football at this stage is. But if I was to say to you, Chris, you play Man City. You play Everton, and you play Tottenham, and you get 7 points. Would you take that?
Yeah, that's all cute. That's all fine. That's I
know, but I agree with you. I agree with you too.
No,
on some point.
That's just you guys are putting a Band-Aid on a heart attack, man. It's not going to help. It's not going to help. It doesn't. No matter how you sugarcoat it, it doesn't help. You still got to get points and points and points. It's like parading.
I agree with it. I agree with you.
Listen, I know you're sensible. I know you're a sensible fan. Win is not. So Win parading and going outside St. James's Park, getting drunk and throwing confetti because we beat Everton. It doesn't matter. It only means 3 points. You still got to get points because we're knackered in the Premier League, man. So again, what happens? The next game, you bottle the lead against Tottenham, so you're right back where you were at before. So all of that sugarcoating, I understand it. Yeah, you can frame that, the 7 points and all of that nonsense. At the end of the day, mate, you're still going to have to play better because you're not going to go on a 10, 12 game winning streak that Wynn thinks we're going to go on without playing good. How can you assume?
No, I agree.
Right
I don't think we will either.
And that's
Well,
what
so we're not
everybody,
better off,
that's,
man.
that's exactly what everybody was saying at this point last season.
We are worse off. We don't have time to train. We don't have time to funny around. We're pretty well. We got what we got, and we have to perform. The weight on Wissa's shoulders when he comes on, it's unbelievable, this man. It's people,
huge.
People ain't got a clue of what they're doing to Wissa.
Saturday.
People don't have a clue what they're doing to Wissa. They are right now. They're putting Mount Everest on top of Wissa to perform, and that poor lad. He's a regular Premier League guy. I mean, this notion that he's one of the greatest of all time. I don't understand this nonsense.
What worries me most, Chris, is that in Eddie's many press conferences, he said that he needs to bring in players because things grow stale, and it worries me if the players have just gone stale of his tactics. That's my biggest worry. The players have thought we're doing the same thing week in, week out, and he's not learning his lessons in game. That's what worries me.
I think part of the problem is that he's tried to change his game. He's tried to go from the high press, high energy football to possession-based football. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, I get.
He needs to get back to what we do best, is what I say.
No, the problem is we're not doing possession football no more. We're back to where we were. We just don't do it good.
But we get the lead now, and we sit deep, and he chucks like defenders on. The only time that I can remember ever us playing 5 at the back and it working was against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah,
that's the only time.
Yeah.
So why does he keep? Why is he not learning his lessons?
That's my concern. I'm saying if he can't learn his lesson, he's got to go. But that time is nowhere near yet. It may well be by the time.
No, I agree.
It may well be by the time we play Sunderland, because if let's just say, for the sake of argument, we'll lose the next 3 games, then he's definitely not getting anywhere near Champions League by the end of the season, and I'll definitely be Eddie out.
Yeah, but again, you keep the minute. Paul, the minute.
I did at the start of the show. I chatted in your honest opinion. I said you're both legends, which you are, Chris and Wynn. Who do you think? Who do you think is winning this derby?
I mean,
honest opinion.
Yeah, but that's not. By the way, you're not getting honest opinion. You're getting diluted opinion. But honest opinion is you got to look at the facts and be objective, man. Who's playing better? Who's playing better? Who's going out there at Anfield? At Anfield, when's the last time we went to Anfield and did a job? I think last season in the Cup. No, we didn't play in the Cup. We did play in the Cup. Did we not? We beat them. We beat them in the final. Never mind. So we played over there the game before. I think the week before, in the same week. And we had Hull there. I think we drew, if I'm not mistaken. But they went out there.
That was last season's Liverpool, which was Klopp's team, who walked away with the league. Yeah, we didn't do well against the runaway league leaders.
Are you trying to say the Sunderland are just playing weak teams? Is that what you're saying? And that's what they're supposed to be?
I wish we were playing Liverpool now.
Again, he's going on another tangent to not recognize that the Mackhams are playing way better than we are. Way better than we are. And they have what you said they have, Paul. They have belief in their manager.
I hope Wynn's right, but I can't see it. I hope Wynn's right, but
they have belief in their manager. You said something that was incredibly right. In it takes a man to admit that. Wynn will never admit that. They are playing for their manager through and through. They blindly believe their manager. If they tell them jump off,
just put words in your mouth and all, Paul.
No. He said that they believe in their manager. Pompey has Pompey. I keep calling you Paul. Paul. you said that the Macams believe in their manager. That they're playing like they have that belief. You said that. Am I right or am I wrong?
Did those words ever leave your mouth, Paul?
Well, I said they've got the they sounded like the team looks like we did when we had Eddie had his first season.
Exactly. So they have that belief in their manager.
Believing in the manager or anything.
He did say that, man.
No, I didn't say anything to the manager.
No,
I don't think it was. I didn't say anything to the manager.
If I'm correct, you said that they're playing like they have a belief. No, he did say that when he said
what you want to hear.
That, no. When you were comparing it to Newcastle and how the players play for Eddie Howe at the time, and you said that doesn't seem that way for Newcastle now, and the Macos the way they play.
Eddie Howe's. I said they're playing like Eddie Howe's first full season in charge.
Yeah. So.
But then they had belief.
So what does that mean? They had belief. Belief in what? What belief? You say they had belief. Believe in what? The pigs fly. They have belief in the team and what the manager wants them to do.
You want to just chuck this
once you get the momentum. Once you get the momentum.
No.
You build on it. You build on it and building it, and they don't fear anyone at the minute. And to be honest, they're giving everyone a game.
Sunderland are doing Nottingham Forest this season.
Yeah, that's fine, man. We'll see. You keep on going on hope. What you hope and what you think is going to happen.
I really do hope
but
they
the fact of the matter is one thing.
Because my dad is fucking great right now.
The fact of the matter is one thing. They are doing an incredible job, and right now, as it stands, they're going to be playing at home, and they are in a great form. They're in a great form.
I don't think we'll win, but I think we'll draw. I think the Bruno
it depends how we draw.
Burn will get the team pumped for it. But yeah, concerned, and they're going to go into it in the same mood as we do, because their draw with Liverpool is going to feel like the same way we felt after bloody with Tottenham. So I think it could be a close call. It'll be feisty, and someone's getting red carded. It'll probably be Joelinton. It'll be his first red card, by the way, but I can see him getting a red card.
Yeah, but they're playing much better than we are. But
did you give your prediction for it, Chris? Just you think we're losing it?
I don't. I rarely predict Newcastle to lose. So when I'm a fan, I'm an actual fan. But when I come here, I try to be objective.
Predicted win, but then Win predicted the win, but then you accused him of being like mad.
And this is the point, Paul, you say. Like I say, Chris has predicted that we are going to beat Burnley 4-0 on Saturday.
But I love this. This is what makes this channel is
if we beat Burnley 4-0 on Saturday, we're 2 points better off this season at the same stage than we were last season.
Fucking hell, man. This dude, man, you live on last season, bro. You live on that. You know,
why shouldn't
no matter how bad we did, because it's not. We barely made it, man. Forget the Carabao Cup.
We were playing rubbish right now. We're stage last season as well.
Okay, now, man, you keep going on last season. It's incredible.
We're on radio, you know. That's
so
twice
old.
in 2 seconds.
It's so old, man. It's so old. The same argument, you know. Last season, Mike Ashley, and where we were 20 years ago. No, but man, gosh, man, it's so old, man. 2025 going on 26, man.
Sean,
change the curse.
Chris has a habit of making things up. He definitely has problems with hearing what people say and their meaning.
No. What I do is I grab what people say and actually put the real interpretation out there.
And put your interpretation on it.
No, you and Hells like to mess around and just, you know, say something without saying it because you ain't got the cojones to actually say it. Like you and your numpty stats. I say it as it is, man. I'm right to it, right to the neck. Paul, you know that. I'm right to the bone, baby. I don't mess around.
I will agree with that because the stats you made up on Tonali yesterday when I did not agree with, even though I was like, weird, you can't be saying that.
But the stats are true.
Say, and I've heard you say this, Win. I've heard you say he's the best player that you've ever seen wear a black and white shirt. Tonali, this is.
Yeah. And then why would you bring again? Why would you bring? But then when he comes on, we're the worst team in the world. So what is he trying to say?
No,
Paul?
no. They say,
Come on, man.
Again,
we're not idiots, man. We're not idiots, man.
The stats do not say he's the worst player in the world.
No, but you say when he comes, when he comes on,
3 points a season worse off when he starts than when he doesn't start. That's what the stats say.
You said every midfielder we have has better stats than Tonali.
Yes.
So basically, he's saying
you did say that this was last night.
So
Paul,
Paul and Paul, Win and Hales.
But I agree with both of you. This is the thing. This is why I love the channel.
But
honestly.
But
I agree with Win 1 minute.
But they do this. These people do this. Look, these people here, these lot, they do this. What they do is they say they ain't got the personality, just to put it clean, to say what they want to say. So they just say Tonali is the greatest midfielder in the world, but when he comes in, we lose every game. So, basically they're not saying anything. They're saying he's rubbish without saying it. So instead of having the cojones to come on and have the personality to look at people straight in the eye and say, Tonali should be benched because when he comes on, we lose games. They don't say that. They're scared to say that. So I don't care to see any stat. Paul, man, you've been brilliant, man.
Yes, mate.
You've been brilliant, man. You've been brilliant.
Okay.
You've been brilliant
Cheers,
coming on. So
Paul,
call us again. You had a great time.
Yeah.
Proper, sensible fan from Pompey.
Pompey.
Anyway,
Pompey.
Hey,
I'm not Pompey. I'm not Win. I promise you, I'm not Pompey. I'm black and white. I've got a tattoo of Newcastle.
Yeah, I believe you, mate.
My grandma.
Yeah, but you got, hold on
show.
though, but you got to root a little bit for them though. Highway man, you got,
no way,
just a little bit, man, so they can make it. Where are they now in the championship? No,
they're in a championship. Yeah, they're near the relegation zone. I'll keep an eye on them, but I don't support them. I would never support them. I hear about it more for the people I work with because they're all Portsmouth fans. But
yeah, but you can you can give them a little bit of love, man. Highway man.
You can give me a question about Newcastle and I'll be able to answer it. I promise you. I've been brainwashed in a good way since I'm 42 years old. And
how long have you been going? Paul.
How long have I been going?
Well, how long have you been supporting the two? How old did you say you're 42?
As soon as I grew up, I was born with a black and white top, apparently, which I didn't know nothing about, and then the rest was history.
Good man.
I was
There you go. They put the. It's like when the mask.
Every Christmas, every Christmas, my grandma used to get me a black and white home top every year, and yeah. So
you're saying ask you a question and you'll be able to answer it. So
Ozzy Ardiles was the first manager that I remember.
So that was pre-Keegan.
Yeah, pre-Keegan.
So you
and they were terrible then. And when Keegan took over,
the whole of Keegan's era, right? So he has a question
Keegan's
for
era
you.
Was brilliant.
A question to set you on your way. How many players, whilst you've been, proper, a supporter, whilst you've been active, old enough to be active, etc. So post Ardiles, how many players have left Newcastle United and went on to win a Champions League or a European Cup? Well, a Champions League in your case, it wouldn't be. No, it could have been a European Cup.
How many have, or how many should have?
No, how many have actually left Newcastle and went on to win?
That is a tough question to throw at me. Okay.
Have a think about it. Have a think about that in the chat.
How about think about it? How about think about it and call us back? All right, mate.
I'll have a think about it and I'll put it in the chat. I won't Google it. I won't be able to name all five. I'm struggling to think of one of them in it because I'm on the phone to you.
I didn't say five, by the way.
Don't worry, man.
I'm asking how many. Who were they? That's the thing. Oh well, I did say.
Hey, Ricky.
There's been five.
No, I didn't say there's been five.
Keegan won. Did Keegan win one?
Yeah, but not after he left Newcastle.
Right. Okay.
He won one before he came.
All right.
We're gonna give you time to think about that. All right, Paul. Thank you very much for calling.
Yeah. Anyway.
Appreciate it.
All right. Let you get someone else on. Anyway, take care of it, lads.
Cheers, bud.
Have a good show.
Ta-da,
Yeah,
mate.
lovely to hear, Paul. Call us now. Have your say. 0191-916-8864. Helsuzar, you should call, man, if you got what it takes. Because you've been barking too much in the chat. Come on and have your say to my face, man. Because you and Win, two old heads, go, always gonna back each other up in the nonsense, and not call each other out. But you did say yesterday. But you did say yesterday. But you did say yesterday that I saw it in the chat where you said, I agree with you, Niall. I don't agree with that. We made it. We barely made it to Champions League. You said that yesterday, and don't you dare deny that. Don't you dare deny that.
Barely made it to Champions League.
I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. You're deluded anyway. We're talking about Helsuzar, man. I'm talking about Helsuzar. Anyway, have your phone call. Have your say. 0191-916-8864, and have your say. Somebody in the chat was saying about man, I don't know my computers. I didn't even restart my computer. See, I should have done that. Ricky D, Lee Pompey alone, they won the bigger trophy than us since the millennium. So you got, what trophy did they win? I don't even remember. In the millennium, like in this century.
Yeah.
The FA Cup Pompey won. Unbelievable. That. Oh, shoot. My bad, Paul. I tried to call you back for no reason. I pressed the wrong button. Anyway, so we're not better off than, it's clear and evident, we're not better off this season than last season. So we established that.
Well, hang on. What are your parameters for making that decision right now that we're not better off than we were last season?
The football, we don't even know what we do this season. Last season, at least we knew what.
Last season,
what
the football was crap and all.
No. Forget the crap. We knew we were doing one thing. We were doing direct football. We weren't playing good. We never were playing good, really. We got results and then we didn't. But that was never the playing style was never in question. The playing style was never in question. Now everything is in question because Eddie Howe in the preseason and beginning of the season tried to change the playing style to possession based, and when the season got going, couldn't do that. So we became a defensive team. The defensive stats were amazing, and then after that we tried to be back to direct. Now we're back to direct football. Now we're back to direct. We just ain't got a clue.
Defensive stats were not amazing last season. They were amazing the season before.
I'm talking about this season, man. You're not listening, man. This season, we started possession based, we went defensive, and now we're back to direct. None of them work. We're all confused. It never works as far as keeping. The main thing here is it's not. You're about
saying
scoring.
we're worse off than we were last season. That's what you've just said.
Yeah.
And I'm saying,
yeah, we are.
Explain to me why we are worse off this season than we were last season. What's your evidence? Where's the stat? What facts are you basing that opinion upon?
The fact that we know
how
what we're doing
How were we worse this season at this stage?
I just told you, man. I just told you, man. I just told you you're not listening. So you don't want to listen. That's fine. It's plain and simple.
No, because you're talking rubbish.
No, I'm not talking rubbish. You just don't want to say, or you don't have the capability.
You're saying we're playing bad football this season, and I'm saying we were playing bad football last season, and you agreed last season. Last season, well, first of all, we went on a miracle run. I don't know if that can ever be replicated. We'll see. You guarantee that's going to happen. We'll see. I don't guarantee. I do not guarantee that'll happen. I say if it doesn't happen, Eddie's got to go. Okay, here we go about the Eddie Howe, man. Don't you understand that for a happy clapper, all you talk about is Eddie Howe, Eddie in. All you do is about that. I don't care about Eddie Howe. No, I'm not even talking about Eddie Howe. I'm talking about Newcastle United and where we're at in this position. You keep talking about Eddie Howe. Your whole life is about defending Eddie Howe. I don't care about Eddie Howe, man. No, I'm saying we're in the same position as we were last season. At this stage, last season, we won a cup and finished in the Champions League. That will do for me nicely. Thank you. Yeah, you. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. It's pointless arguing with that. Last season, we knew what we wanted to do. Exactly. It's pointless arguing because it's right. Last season, we knew what we wanted to do. 4-3-3, direct football. We didn't have an extra competition, so we could train. We can keep doing our thing.
We can mess up if we wanted to, as we clearly did last season, and we had time to go on this winning run and turn things around in the Premier League. This season, fortunately, thank God we are in Europe, and that's never a problem. So you would think Eddie Howe would say, you know what, I don't have time to mess around no more. We have to win the winnable games. We can lose the losable games, but we got to make sure we get the bright points. We didn't do that all season. We came on trying to change the tactics, playing possession based since the preseason until the very beginning of the season, and then we changed to defensive style football, and then now we're back to 4-3-3 direct football, and we are lost. The players don't even know what they're doing. We score. We basically win the big games where players turn up. Man City, Champions League here and there. Those are the games that we beat all the time. We win all the time. The games where you earn your money, like Dan Burn was saying, against Brentford, against West Ham, those games, we are completely clueless. And also we give up leads, which is something we didn't do last season. We give up leads now more than anything else. We give up the most goals after 90th minute for any Premier League team. We are knackered this season.
So all of
and
that,
we don't have time. And we don't have time to fix it. That's the problem. Thank goodness we don't have time to fix it because we got Europe. That's a blessing. So we don't have time to fix it.
I'll give you all of that, everything you've just said. And yet, we're still potentially, if we beat Burnley, we're better off than we were last season. Despite all of that. I'll say everything you said there was correct. Everything you said was correct. And yet, beat Burnley, we're 2 points better off than we were at this stage last season. And what did we do last season? Well, come on, and it's good. Just answer the question.
Yeah. What question, man? You're talking the same rubbish all the time, man. You know, it's about
you're the
to you. It's about
rubbish.
replicating.
Yes,
to you, it's replicating last season.
This terrible that. It's everything's going.
No.
wrong.
I know you think it's amazing. It's an amazing season. I know you think that. So that I don't
think it's an amazing season at all. Again, you're putting words in my mouth that I don't think that I haven't said. I don't think
you would
it's
agree
an
with me.
amazing season at all. I think it's
you would agree with me. You would agree with me if you thought otherwise. You know, it's simple.
Why would I possibly agree with you when your opinion is so ill-based?
What's ill-based? Me saying that we're not better off now than last season. That's ill-based.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, man. No, man. You just don't want to see it, and that's fine, man. It is what it is.
I'm saying it.
Call us
I'm
now.
saying it, man.
Call us now, folks. 0191-916-8864. Have your say. If you're not scared of the kitchen, call us now and base your opinion. Are we better off than last season than we were? Are we better off this season than we were last season? That's the breaking news I woke up to. Somebody telling me that we were better off this season than last season. If we beat Burnley, we're 2 points better, and that means it's an amazing season.
And we're still in the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup, and this season we have had Europe to contend with that we didn't have last season.
And that's a blessing, right? So that's a blessing. You're not complaining about that, right?
Absolutely not complaining about that.
Okay, there you go. So
I'm saying that's why we're potentially better off this season, because we're doing everything we did last season. And we've had Europe to contend with, in which we are doing very nicely. Thank you.
Don't you think? So by the way, after this at 6:30, not 6:30, 6:30 a.m. in the US, but at 12:30 p.m. the NUFC comparison guys coming up next after this show. They gave me a headline for this show. They said we should be top of the league. They should be top of the league. Don't you think that if we had any common sense, and if we had won the games that were winnable, and we had made life easier for ourselves, now that we have a better squad, that we have a better team, that we spend a lot of money, that we got a replacement for Isak, what's a problem? Now it's not a problem no more because Isak is replaced. Walter Mata is killing it. Now that we can have all of that, we could have done all of that without Wissa. Now Wissa will be coming in, even making us much better as an addition to the team. Don't you think that we would be better off in that particular sense if we had just done what makes sense? Just maintain level, be consistent. We would have been top of the league, they said. So don't you agree with that?
Of course I agree with it. That's why I'm not happy this season.
So why do you have to say we're better off than last season to just try to justify
Because
or
we are.
sugarcoat what's happening now.
And that proves it. The fact that the points we've dropped from winning positions, or even drawing positions, if you take the Liverpool game into consideration, would have had us top of the league. Does that not prove that we're better off?
No, because we didn't do it.
Well,
we didn't do it. We're still rubbish.
Same as we didn't do it last season. But we're arguably playing better this season than we were last season. Not a lot. At this stage. And we've coped with this season to date without our fullbacks and without a striker.
We got a striker. So why you keep saying that?
Yeah, we've got a striker. Okay.
We don't. Well, we do got a striker.
We haven't got the squad that we thought we were going to have at the start of the season. Because
but we have a better squad than last season.
We have, when they're all fit. We didn't have Ramsey for half it.
So you want a team that never gets injured. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't.
Because
Welcome to the EE voicemail. I'm sorry, but the person
preferably a team where both fullbacks both the best fullbacks in the country, arguably, don't get injured at the same time. That would help. Well, I'm just saying to you, if we said my argument at the start of the season for having the best squad we've ever had was the fact that we had cover in every position, because if Lewis Hall got injured, Tino could go there, and Trips and Kraft could come in at right back. If Livramento got injured, Trips and Kraft coming in. But when they both get injured, that's a different story, because then you're talking Dan Burn on at left back, who would know.
We got a new caller here. Sorry to cut you off there, Win. Good morning. How are you? What's your name?
Paul.
What was your name again? You're pretty low, muffled.
Paul.
Can you get closer to the phone, mate, so we can hear you better?
2 seconds.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
A little bit better there, Paul. Paul, where are you calling from, Paul?
Wait.
Halt whistle.
I can't hear you. Where's that at?
You're breaking up there, Paul. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, Paul, you're breaking up there. I don't know if you can get into a better area or so you can get a signal.
I'll go okay.
Yeah, mate. If you don't mind, call us as soon as you do that. We got Paul. Hopefully, we can get him on the line so he can have his say about the current situation. I wish everything was perfect and we were better off than last season, so I wouldn't have to deal with this nonsense. But unfortunately, I have to do my job as a Newcastle talker and fan and come here and say the truth. I can't support lying to ourselves, man. For what? It makes no sense. But we hopefully will get there. But at the end of the day,
you've just come up with a statement there. Make up. How are we lying to ourselves?
Saying that we're better off than last season based on if we beat Burnley.
Based on facts, we are.
What facts? Based on if we beat Burnley, if we beat Burnley at home, we're going to have 2 more points than we were last season at this stage. Is that how we look at it, really?
And we're in the Champions League.
Like how no context whatsoever. We gave up most leads than any other Premier League team. We allowed more goals after the 90 minute. You know what I mean? Like instead of just saying we're rubbish and we should have been doing better, much better. Therefore,
which is what I am saying as well, by the way.
It doesn't seem like it, man. It doesn't seem.
No,
like
because you hear what you want to hear.
Because it's not an argument saying that we were better off because of 2 points if we beat.
But it is an argument. Because we are. It's a fact.
Paul, good morning, mate. How are you?
Hiya there. It's Sean at his son.
Oh, Sean.
Hello, Sean.
Yeah.
Sean, where did you say you were calling us from?
Concert.
And where's that at?
That's
in Durham, County Durham.
Ooh, you're a proper Geordie. Yeah, and some people told me though that I don't know, kind of in between. So, but you say County Durham? They're Geordies there.
Yeah.
Concert's about what?
It's a bit of a mixture between Sunderland and Concert.
Yeah, man. But we're gonna say you're Geordie. We got Bobby Robson, baby.
Yeah. I'm a Newcastle. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, why not? So what do you make? What do you make, man? What do you think of the situation? Are you on the deluded side like Win, or are you on the proper fan side like me?
I'm not on Wayne's side. No, I'm on your side. I think Eddie Howe's took us as far as he can take us.
Right.
Because we've dropped that many points where we've took the lead.
Yeah.
Where we shouldn't have lost. I believe he's got his favourites and he doesn't want to upset his favourites, like the Dan Burn. I know Dan Burn's a quality defender, but playing him out on the left is our weakness. And obviously, in my eyes, Eddie Howe doesn't have a backup plan. He doesn't seem to want to change his plan. He keeps going with it, and I think he's been found out.
That's a wonderful take. By the way, are you sure you're from County Durham?
Yeah, I'm from County Durham, yeah.
Yeah, but what do you have? You were born there?
No, I was born in Durham, yeah. Shotley Bridge, yeah.
You were in Durham, yeah. But I don't believe you. I think you might be.
I'm from County Durham.
I think you're from London. I think you're from London or from America, man.
No, I'm from County Durham. It's a little town called Consett.
No, Sean, Chris is being cynical here. What he's saying is that he puts words into my mouth and says that I only think that.
Well, you said that.
I think that all Geordies want Eddie in and all non-Geordies want
said
Eddie out, which is not true at all. What I've said is the match-going public that I talk to.
The proper fans.
Nobody's calling them proper fans. That's your expression, not mine. What I'm saying is the people I talk to every match day are 90% Eddie in.
Yeah. Listen, I found it's incredible. We got another people from Blythe as well. That everybody that calls in for some reason are pretty, balanced. But you're a proper Geordie, I know you are. But it's an interesting take. I'm not 100% sure Eddie out yet, and maybe that's me being deluded and doing.
The reason why I think Eddie should be out is how long we've. If you look at the season, we've started off pretty poor. I believe, and I feel worried that we're going at the game against Sunderland soon, and I can see Sunderland doing us. You know what I mean? I've got friends who are Sunderland fans. They were petrified to play us last season. This season they're up for it. They say that it's a walk in the park for them. They are that confident.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm worried about. I think if Eddie Howe loses against Sunderland, he's gone. He has to go.
Well, listen,
because you know what I mean. It's a big.
And I haven't been completely. I haven't said I've been on the fence for a long time. It's a quite sturdy fence. Me being a heavy guy, but. I've been on the fence because I had my eyes on the Mackham game, and it's unfortunate because I'm kind of doing exactly what I blame Wynn to do, which is not saying what he actually thinks, but because I don't want, to be honest, I don't take glee or happiness in Eddie Howe being sacked. I don't, but unfortunately, every time we make an assessment, an analysis, it all leads back to him. And
because we look at Tottenham. We were comfortable in that game.
Yeah.
You were comfortable, and then he changed it.
And we give up a lead again. He went too defensive. He went defensive.
That was the case when you took off, Tonali, obviously a great swap, Bruno, fantastic, brilliant quality to come on. But, when we took the lead in the 85th minute with a penalty from Gordon, he sat on it. Tottenham didn't really want to, they were attacking, but they weren't a threat.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we went defensive, they were like, "Oh, we'll go on and attack," and that's what happened. We sat on it.
And by the way, you sound young. If you may I ask, how old are you? Younger.
I'm 36.
36. Well, you're younger lad.
36.
Younger lad. Unfortunately, he probably can't go to the game because the old guys are all got the season tickets. We're waiting on them to.
You can't get a ticket in there now.
You can't get a ticket, man. You're trying to all the old guys like Wayne. That's the consortium that he's trying to keep together. They got all the season tickets. But Wayne, you got something to say to the young man here, man? 35. Proper young fan, Toon fan, proper Geordie, full of testosterone. Are you trying to? You want to debate with him or what?
He said nothing that I don't believe. I'm worried.
Okay. Well, so no, but
I'm not happy about us not being able to hang on to a lead. Not happy at all.
I think it's 9 games, isn't it? 9 games. It's our 10th game now. We've lost the lead this season.
I mean,
high up.
Well, Well, we've lost 11 points. You know, if we'd got all those points, we'd be joint top of the league.
But why on what Sean was saying? Why don't you look at? Why do you say that the Mackham game
and us being in that position is also down to Eddie Howe. The fact that we could be in that position if we'd hung on to the lead. He's got us into the lead in the first place. So Eddie Howe has got us into a position where with those 11 points we could be top of the league. There'd be nobody complaining about it then.
But yeah, of course there wouldn't be. What kind of thing is that?
Even if we're playing exactly the same crap football, by the way. Exactly the same crap football.
It wouldn't be crap football if you didn't give up the leads. How nonsensical is that? Of course.
It would still be crap football according to you.
No, it wouldn't. If we don't give up leads, it's not crap football. What are you on about, man?
See, with me is in my eyes, if we're getting beat, for me, he likes to go players for like, if you know what I mean. Like, if you're losing the lead, we're getting beat anyway. Why not just go for the juggler and just go for it? Not take a player off, like, say, hang on, like he takes Lewis Hall off once and he put Jacob Murphy at the back, a left back. What's that all about? You're playing players out of position.
Sean, here comes the Liverpool game. Here comes the Liverpool game. He'll bring the
losing and chasing a goal then. When he took Lewis Miley.
No, but that's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say. We take players out of position. Like I said about Dan Burn. If I was a player, a young player going against Dan Burn and a manager, I'll tack the left side. Dan Burn's too slow. Yes, he's lanky, he's tall and he's lanky. But if you've got a quick whip it that's really fast, Dan Burn's not going to catch him. That's why Dan Burn got sent off. A manager, when Dan Burn got sent off, when he got a yellow card and looking to give away a penalty, Dan Burn should have been, as a manager, knowing that that's just been given away, should have took him off the pitch.
But that was Dan Burn playing left.
And then
well,
that
we know that.
Game cost us the game.
Yeah, well, we're already getting beat. But Dan Burn was playing left back then because we had nobody else.
But Lewis Hall's on the bench, wasn't he, that game? Should have been playing.
Yeah.
In my opinion, is if you're on the bench and you're fit enough to be on the bench, you're fit enough to play.
Well, that's another story altogether.
But let me ask Wayne something, Sean, that you said a great point right there, because I'm kind of confused. Wayne, you said yesterday you have kept saying this, that the Mackham game is just another game for you. Why don't you take real fans' considerations in that it is the tipping point if we lose against the Mackhams over there? Why don't you think that? Because you sound like you're from London.
It will only be the tipping point for me if we don't get any points before that game. So if that game makes it more or less mathematically impossible to get up to Champions League by the end of the Christmas fixtures, then that's my threshold, and has been for 2 years. I said exactly the same thing at this point last season when we were playing crap and not getting results. I said he's got till Christmas.
No, but you're not giving
the league.
Yeah, but you're talking about Christmas. You're talking about Christmas. It was the greatest holiday ever. But the Mackham game, that's what we're talking about. The Mackham game. If you get battered by the Mackhams, to me, that is, I don't think I can take that.
Right? Okay. Well, that's your threshold. It's not. Well, it could.
No,
well
but
be,
you
right?
don't think.
In my opinion,
you've been a fan
in
since.
Mine,
yeah, go on. Sorry, Sean.
In mine, when Sunderland came up the Premier League, yes, all Geordies didn't want them in the Premier League, did we really? But we want that derby. And that derby, when the fixtures was released, that was the one game every Geordie fan was looking forward to. Is to know when we're playing Sunderland.
Yeah, man.
Because obviously, it's that rival, it's that competition. It's like Liverpool versus Everton, but really, it's a derby.
It's
it is that kind of game to show who is the top North-Eastern club.
And to be honest, if you really think about it, we eliminated from the Carabao Cup. No, the FA Cup, was it? FA Cup, I think, last season or 2 years ago, and that was great. But let's be honest.
That was the first derby.
No, that was in a long time. But let's be honest. This whole century, the last 20 years, 25 years, they've got our number more than we have theirs. So
absolutely,
that hasn't been fun for years and years and years. So because every time it would almost be like, yeah, we go, even when we had Pardew, it would great, decent manager. that whole time we were knackered, man. We go play against the Mackhams. That was the banter. It would be insufferable here in America when I was a young lad. Imagine being in Newcastle. So that's why I don't understand this mighty win, new win, new me type thing. He doesn't believe in the Mackham game. He doesn't believe in the derby. He doesn't believe in anything. I don't understand that.
Again,
to
when
me,
have I ever said that?
You said it's another game yesterday. You said that. You said it's just another game. You said that with your own. It came out of your dentures. You said that yesterday. So to me, I cannot understand that, Sean. Jordy saying that. You understand? Especially how they're playing now.
To me, it's the biggest game of the league. Obviously, yes, don't get me wrong. The Premier League's a big competition, just like Champions League. But it's that rival. It's like Glasgow versus Celtic. You know what I mean? It's that one fixture that the fans look forward to.
But by the way, what do you think, Sean? Because I know that's my threat. That would, I think, I'm assuming, I don't know yet, but that would push me over the edge. However, there's a big point by Two Coin a Phrase in the chat saying you cannot give the Mackhams the satisfaction of effectively second in.
Well, that's Sunderland, I'm worried about it because obviously Sunderland's had a good start of the season. They're playing really well. However, we should have, when we knew we were in a crisis kind of thing where we weren't playing well, we should have started changing. However, we haven't. Like we say, we've took the lead that many times and we've lost that many games or drew many games where we've took the lead. But I'm worried against Sunderland because they're all up for it. And they know that. And like I said to my dad a few weeks ago, the Mackhams will want to play you now. You're not playing the way we were playing last year, you know what I mean? We're not a team that we're terrified where some players, like some teams say, the way Newcastle press, the way Newcastle can counter and attack you really well quick, and they have that kind of thing. Sunderland aren't scared of that. That's what they're saying. That's what a lot of people are hearing from. They're not terrified of us at the minute. The best time to play us is now, before we start getting on a good run.
The thing about that is, though, the way I'm not looking forward to is because it's going to be over. If it was at St. James's Park, it would be kind of different. But it's going to be at the Stadium of Light. Remember the atmosphere in their first game of the season to this season it was really good. I haven't watched them ever since, but the atmosphere is going to be triple that. Have these players ever faced that? I'm not even sure if in the FA Cup 2 years ago that was it. Have they ever faced that type of intensity? That type of, if you blink, people scream. It's on levels never. I mean, you see that in South America a lot, but in England, we rarely see levels like that. The type of atmosphere. Do they have the kahunas? Imagine we gave up leads at St. James's Park. Imagine if we go up 1-0 over there with their atmosphere.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't understand this happy clapping, man, Sean. I'm glad you calling me and actually want to hire you now, because you know what I mean? Because we need fans, like the local fans that put win in his place. Because he's got him, Helsuzar, Christina, a couple of chatters there that are all his minions, and they all think the same. But, like, I just don't get it, man. Do you think that we're better off this season than last season?
No.
When you got something to say to him?
We will.
Right. How are we not?
But it proves like our home record's very good, so we can play absolutely amazing at home. But why can't we take that to away games? Nothing changes.
We've never
like
been
I say, we've lost that many games.
Take it to away games.
Where we
didn't take it to away games last season.
No, but what I'm trying to say is this season we are being last season, wasn't it? I think we had like the best defence. We had quite high up in the table. This year we're down the bottom. We're like a renegade. To me, I'm worried we're in a relegation battle.
Ooh,
and yet if we beat Burnley, we're 2 points. And yet if we beat Burnley, we're 2 points better off than we were last season. And last season we qualified for the Champions League at this exact same stage last season.
I think the way it looks as well is the performance of how we're putting in. Like, look how many games we took the lead and we sat on it and then lost it.
We weren't putting performances in last season.
And it's bad management.
And that was what they were saying last season as well.
I just feel last season we did absolutely amazing. We won the Carabao Cup. We did amazing.
Exactly.
Yes, we did better without Champions League. But to me as well, and I could put it this way, is it bad management? Because we knew we had Champions League football. We haven't really recruited well, have we? And if you look at the time when we had Champions League football last time, we did the same. We struggled. We didn't have Champions League season last season. We did pretty well.
Well, if you remember, when we qualified for the Champions League last season, we did recruit well. We signed Tonali and we signed Barnes to improve the squad we had, which wasn't as old as it is now. But sadly, Tonali got banned for nearly the full year, and Harvey Barnes broke his foot for the full year. So we ended up playing the next season with a squad of about 14 due to PSR, and that squad couldn't cope. We ended up finishing, sadly, we would have gotten the Champions League if Man United hadn't beat Chelsea. Hadn't beat Man City in the cup.
Mm-hmm.
Last season we improved on that by getting to the Champions League, and this season, at this stage, if we beat Burnley, we're 2 points better off than we were last season, and this season we have had Europe to contend with.
I just think as well with the recruitment, it's not being very good recruitment either. The best signing this season is being Chow.
Voltemade, man. Don't leave Voltemade down, man, please.
Oh, yeah, obviously, but I mean, but he's a good striker. But to me, I don't think he's a striker.
We had to make that
he's
sign.
I think he's hit the ground rocking. Do you know what I mean? He's done better than Isaac, you know what I mean? But, I'm trying to say, if Chow in that defence is being very solid.
Yeah.
Yes, Voldemort, he scored goals, but But you got Zalanga. He's rubbish. He had a good season at Forest, and I think that was a panic buy because he hasn't done the same. You know what I mean? With me, if you've got a 6 foot, how tall is he? 6 foot. 6'4", let's say 6'5". Put it in the box, cross them, and I've noticed with Harvey Barnes, yes, sometimes he crosses. With Anthony Gordon, they don't seem to want to cross.
Well, that's what we got to do. But
you've got Murphy. But you've got Murphy who likes to put the ball in and likes to put a cross into him. And that's what I mean. You got a tall player like that, you should be putting balls into the box to try and for him to attack. And I just feel we want to walk the goal. We want to walk the ball into the net. With Anthony Gordon and...
Exactly. Man. Sean, man, you've been brilliant, man. I'm going to be in contact, man, because you're brilliant, man. Thank you. But County Durham, proper Geordie, through and through. Yeah. I thought you were from Pakistan. No.
If you look up a little town, if you type into Google, look a little town.
I know.
Don't worry about where Consett is. And Shotley Bridge.
I thought you were from Pakistan somewhere, man. The way you were talking, I thought you were from Pakistan, man. I didn't know, but.
Maybe that's my phone signal. I don't know.
It doesn't mean your accent.
I'm talking about because I thought you would be, because Wynn says all the locals are happy clapping Eddie.
No. It's up here in Consett. It's a bit of it's mixed.
But
because obviously County Durham's in the middle, isn't it, between Sunderland and Newcastle?
What's the feeling amongst your Toon fans? What are they thinking? Are they are they on the fence? Are they Eddie in, Eddie out?
Well, obviously, a lot of people aren't happy. Some of them are happy with him and want to keep him in, but a lot of them, there's quite a lot that want him out now.
Ooh, look at that.
But obviously, it might be different in Newcastle City Centre itself. But when you hear a lot of people talk about it,
listen, I don't blame him. By the way, he goes around asking people at St. James's Park. They're all having a pint. They don't want to be doom and gloom. They want to be happy, so they don't want to have that conversation. But but he needs to go out in the surrounding areas where people not on match day. Maybe that will change things. But anyway, but Sean, I'll definitely be in contact, man. You've been great, man. All right, thank you for calling, buddy. Appreciate it, man.
You too. Thank you. Bye.
Cheers. That was a great call there from Sean. Great call, wasn't it? Excellent call. We got other people trying to call as well. So if you want to continue to say that, we got another 25 minutes left of this show, ladies and gents. We'll be going to 12:30 p.m. UK. After that, NUFC comparison coming live on NUFC Talk with their latest trending topic. So call us right now on the reaction to what's happening against Everton, and also, of course, Tottenham. So we got Marco from Walker calling in now, Newcastle fan, of course. Proper Geordie, another proper Geordie. He's not happy, man. I don't understand, man. Win, what's going on, man? You're scamming us, Win. What happened? Marco, are you from Iraq somewhere, man? Because you're not.
Got
happy
it.
how you go? Oh, he said, all right, so. All right, Bunny lad.
Got it, lads.
Hey,
We are
man.
him, Kush.
Connie, man. You know,
Kush,
we're
the
chilling.
body.
So, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother?
Well, it's Sunderland time, and that's all that's on my mind.
Yeah,
The
there
Mockham's.
you go. You see, but Win says it's just another game. I'm confused.
No, it's the
Man.
most important game of this season by far.
Yeah.
By far.
I don't understand this, man. I'm being lied to. I don't know who to believe. But
Your last caller, he's not 30 odd. He sounded with 15. No disrespect, like, you know.
but he was pretty good, though, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. But he's
Oh, he sounded younger than
definitely
31.
youngin'.
Yeah. But you know, hard to believe because being a Newcastle fan, you age in dog years. You can see Win, he's 40. Really. So
I'm only
Marco,
16, you know.
yeah, Win. I'm sorry, Marco. Win said that
I'm 60.
we're Marco. Win said we're better off this season than last season. Do you agree with him?
Well, not by the eye.
Exactly.
The eyes don't lie, do they?
That's right, man. Hips don't lie. Eyes don't lie either.
No, the eyes don't lie. You can tell a lot by the eyes, I'll tell you. But that's how the way.
All I'm saying is, do you think we're going to beat Burnley on Saturday?
It's going to be a hard game because they're a lower block side, aren't they? We never
know.
do well against them.
And they've
But
got Dubravka
if we
in
didn't beat
goal.
them,
You know, I
we've
never.
got to beat them.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
100% true. I mean,
They're a
that's
championship side in the
Right.
Premiership. Simple as that.
Correct. So if we beat them, we're 2 points better off at this stage than we were last season, and we've had Europe this season. So does that not make us?
To be honest,
better off?
that means nothing to me. That
Prove that we're
I mean,
one.
no.
But hey, Marco, man, you didn't listen, man. I'm actually, I just cut him off, but you just knackered him. You flattened him with a tank, really. You know, it means naught to me. Why do you keep bringing these stats that mean nothing, bro? They mean nothing, man. Nothing at all, man.
Okay, so you choose to believe they mean nothing. I choose to believe they mean something.
But if last season was a problem, why do we have to
Last
why
season was a
repeating?
problem.
So why repeating the same thing as the start of last season? Why is that a good thing? How is that progression?
You say again. Who said it's a good thing?
Yeah, but you're arguing
It's a bad
basically as
thing.
if. Okay, so
Calm down.
so you're not happy. Okay, well I guess we came to a realization that
I'm not happy.
All right, so where do we go from here?
We'll see what happens. We don't just pull the trigger.
Marco, you should have called at the end of the season. We should have had just that one show and just call then and see what happens. You
Because
know?
that's
I
what
mean,
it's all about. It's all about where we are.
I'll
after
be
38
calling
games.
up then, and all.
And all
I
I'm
mean,
saying is, at this stage last season, if we beat Burnley, we'll be 2 points better off than we were last season. Last season, we qualified for the Champions League and won the Carabao Cup. There you go. Dead simple. And this season, we've already had Europe to contend with, in which we are doing very nicely. Thank you.
I think they will, yeah, then, right? I think they will, yeah. But if you think we are going to be in the Champions League next season, you're deluded. As simple as that.
Well, there you go.
I love that.
So I'm deluded.
No way in the world.
I mean, you know, for us to first of all, we should be looking at
So
that.
at the end of the season, when we do qualify for the Champions League, are you going to come on here and eat humble pie and say, "Win"? My God.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you are right.
Yeah, because-
I'll even kick your ear.
Because
That's how confident I am.
but that's because
old Phoenix
you are
window,
Marco.
eh?
You're no. But the thing is, Mark is looking at the way we're playing at the season, and sees
And so
very objectively. It doesn't seem like we're going to get there based on how we're playing and the points that
Correct.
we're losing and things that don't change. So that's pretty fair what he's saying. He's saying he's looking at, he's being objective. You are just hoping So
No, I'm
can-
saying we've got our fullbacks
With no basis.
we've got our fullbacks now. We can see what a difference the fullbacks make.
Win.
That's how I see
Win.
it. You're saying
Are you
you're saying
very-
use
are
your
you-
eyes.
Are you confident we beat Burnley?
Absolutely, aye. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think Marco.
Honestly.
Well, listen, I don't even know. I don't want to say it, but I mean, listen, man. If we don't beat Burnley, he's not gonna make it to the Mackham game.
Well, I don't disagree with that.
Or they'll turn against them. If we get beat up Burnley, half, it'll be more than half. One of them
Well,
done.
you'll see if as was the case after the Brentford game, when the fans were singing, "You don't know what you're doing."
It's true.
If the crowd turns against Burnley, which if we're getting beat, it could do towards the end. I've got no doubt about that.
Very surprised I was winning with that, like.
Once the crowd turns, that's when he's definitely gone.
100%.
Yeah. But right now, as somebody
Well,
put in the chat, there were 6 points behind fourth place, 2 wins.
Yeah, that's Jordan JJ. Shout out to Jordan JJ. Listen,
This is the worst Premier League, like,
Or the best.
like, quality-wise, that I've seen for a while.
talking about the Premier League.
It's exciting, but the quality.
Not good.
Because there's no easy games in the Prem, including Burnley, by the way.
No.
You know, the thing is, I think when fans start chanting, "You're getting sacked in the morning," it's too late. It's over. It's over.
right.
So there's a lot that happens before that, and that where you should have made things right. And listen, again, man, I'm just trying to be fair. How may win 12 games in a row, and we might be back and you know that might happen. To me, that's not a way of doing it. Surely there's a easier way to do things. However, if he does it, then that's fine. It'll be an extraordinary thing. It's not ordinary to do that. So fair play, but it's not an easy thing to do.
He's just got a
Second
habit
of all,
of doing extraordinary things.
No. He did it one time last season. He never done that before. We didn't go on winning runs.
We'll beat the top 4 teams in the Prem to win the Carabao Cup last season. That was pretty
Yeah,
extraordinary.
that was just last season. That was last season.
Including over 2 legs.
That was last season. That hasn't been done since he's been manager. He didn't do that the first season. He didn't do that the first season we've qualified Champions League. He didn't do none of that. He was consistent, if you will, in those first 2 seasons.
Except
which you can
we
see.
still lost all those points against Brentford, Bournemouth, Brighton, Leeds, Burnley.
Yeah. But Marco, last thoughts, mate. I mean, the Mackham game is on your mind, that's for certain. So
100. I reckon 100%. If we get beat off Sunderland, he's gone. But I think it's more about
how we do,
about how we play.
Yeah.
10 days.
Because
to get back.
imagine going up 1-0 and you lose 2-0. That just simple result. That I'm telling you that'll be enough to send people over the edge. Because that's another game and another. I'm telling you, man.
I couldn't take a loss against them. Like, I can't understand them.
Yeah, I mean, nobody
when
can.
people are friends with Mackhams and that, I just don't get it. I could, honest to God, I sound like a bigot, but I couldn't be a friend with a Mackham. Like.
One of my
I've
best
met them
friends
before.
is a
I've never
diehard
met one that's told the truth.
He said I never met one.
Idiot, so I can't stand them.
He said I never met one that tells the truth, man. Oh wait, man. Marco, appreciate you calling, man. Appreciate you calling us, mate. Call us again, all right?
I'll be ringing up again. So see you later, lads.
I see it.
Yeah, cheers, mate. People are trying to call in, so have your say, final say. We got 15 minutes left here. Some people are wanting to have their say, ladies and gents, on this particular case on what's going on. Are we better off last season?
Gaz is saying, cast your minds back to this time last season, was it the season before when we did it? We did turn it around and kick on to the Champions League. It started at Sunderland away in the Cup.
Well, there you go. Somebody trying to call with 80. There we go. Paul is again calling. Paul from Pompey, Portland. Paul, how you doing, bro? Did you get the answer?
It's good. Yeah, I had to Google it. I did have to Google it. And there was two. Apparently, Terry
Haman and
McDermott
Thomason.
and Jorginho Wijnaldum.
Oh, Wijnaldum. No, that's three then.
Wijnaldum for Liverpool's.
That's three then. Because
Sorry?
you had the two I could think of were the German. I've just said his name and I think it's gone. That's a senior moment.
Haman?
Haman.
Haman.
And of course, Dalglish signed John Dal Thomason, who went on to win it as well. So
I googled who won European Cups. I googled who won European. Look, I can't even say it. Who won European Cups after leaving Newcastle? And it said Terry McDermott and Giorgio Wijnaldum. And I was trying to put the text. And
if you go back to Terry McDermott, the reason I said post Dalglish was precisely because of that, because you said that was when you'd started supporting them. So since Dalglish, you've had three: Haman, Thomason, and Wijnaldum. If you go before that, that's 15 now. That's 15. Terry Mack was one of the...
Once they leave Newcastle, they're dead to me, like the rat. To me, they're dead to me.
There you go, man. Paul, appreciate you calling for that with that answer, buddy.
No worries. I'll let you get off. I know you got to get off soon, boys. Anyway, great show.
Thank you very much for watching, buddy.
Look at that. There's another
keep
one.
Out the banter.
There's another one. Jake Rees saying Joselu. Of course, Joselu went on.
Joselu won the Champions League. Yeah, that's right. He did great.
So that's
he won a World Cup and all, didn't he? Who's the god from Spain that won the World Cup?
No, he didn't win the World Cup. He won the Champions League.
No, who won the? There was a striker that we had.
Won the World
Cup. He won
the
World Cup with Spain.
With Spain?
The forward. The forward. It was a forward. This year, I think it was this year he scored.
Oh no,
Perez.
This year. I thought you. No. Spain hasn't won the World Cup since 2010. So 2010 may have been that the European Cup was 2012. So I don't think we had any. Not going to have any strikers from this past.
I'm talking about the club.
No. But they played for Newcastle.
Oh.
I mean, they played for.
Yeah.
Joselu.
Only Joselu
just
played.
Come in, Joselu.
Yeah. There you go. So there you go. Cheers, Paul. Appreciate you calling, man. Call us again, all right? Call us again. We're going to be back Monday again on the Undisputed Show. Today's Thursday, so no Undisputed tomorrow.
That's what I wanted to phone out for.
Yeah.
You did the Craig reveals. You know the Newcastle.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to put it out tonight. When Craig Hope.
You're going to put it out tonight.
Craig Hope.
Craig
that's
Hope,
going to be
Newcastle.
Confidential. Exactly. Yeah. There you go. For free.
Right, cool.
So people that don't want to pay for it, we can do it there. Thank you very much, Paul. Appreciate it, mate.
Exactly.
Lovely, man. That's right, man. That's right.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Paul.
Public service broadcasting.
Right.
That's right. That was Paul right there. Lovely having him on. You can have your say in last few minutes if you want to. We're going to read some comments here from what people are saying. Darren Lee, have to remember the owners will not be bothered about the Derby game coming up. It's not going to get Howe sacked. It's the same as some think if we lose. But the thing is, though, they don't have noise. PIF hasn't ever had noise, or the directors. But if we lose now, you better believe they're going to have noise. That's my opinion. They're going to have noise. They're going to know what it feels. If Hopkinson didn't know, he's about to know. So, well, hopefully not really. He'll know what he actually means if you win. Illy says, our problem is we don't have a decent goalkeeper. Yeah, that's not the problem of the team, though, man. That's not the problem of the whole team. Darren, have we got better squad? The front is weak, really. Goalkeeper department is still questionable. Yeah, there you go. Kim Mighty keeps mentioning last season, but last season we were short of points. This is why Aston Villa gave us a hand. There you go. Exactly.
Well, we weren't short of points, because we did it.
No, we were short of points. And it was something extraordinary, by the way, again, because their keeper cooked it up. Remember?
Yeah.
if he hadn't done that, it's not like they just were outplayed and that can happen. They literally made a mistake that shouldn't have
if
happened.
Pope hadn't done what he done early on in
Yeah,
the
but
season,
that's up
it
to
would have been
you.
the same.
That's up to you. You're depending on you on that. But we depended on somebody else.
It's
That's the
38
thing.
games.
Clarkey, Tino is in talks with club, but leaving it to his agent, says Clarkey.
There you go.
Jake Ray says, I do think Walter is a reason why we are playing different. He drops so deep and then don't have the pace to get back in position. I think we look the best with a pacey striker like the Rat. Toon Nut there says, under the rules we have now, the cartel have a massive advantage over any Newcastle manager, says Toon Nut. Shamrock says, Chris is right. This is ridiculous. Saying, would you take 7 points from the last 3? It's just copying. It's defeatist. I'm pretty sure it's copying, man. It's a defeatist.
It's just
not
coping.
progress. And yeah. What's this with us? The second coming, exactly, man. Fucking hell.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see, man. We know what he did at Brentford. He scored goals. He's a really good, talented guy.
Exactly.
But Brentford didn't go anywhere. Brentford with the best team they ever had, probably. Where did they finish? You acting as if they
win
got
at
the FA Cup or
Leverkusen
something.
all day long.
Would you rather win at Leverkusen or lose at Sunderland, or lose at Leverkusen and win Sunderland? I don't. Well, I mean, that's a tough one because I do value Champions League so much. So I mean, I wouldn't know what to say on that.
All day long. If you had to have the choice,
Well, no,
I say go win them both.
But the thing is, that Sunderland is Premier League, so you do need points in the Premier League now, no matter who you're playing. So,
Well, that's why
Michael,
I argued that we should have prioritised Marseille over Everton.
Michael says, I'm looking forward to next season.
Yeah,
Avorica says, we'll be fine come next season. Let the scouts do the work. Eddie has to learn how to manage his players, and we'll be all fine. Well, we're just hoping that he'll learn. So, yeah, that's what it is. Then we'll just, I guess, wait. To coin a phrase, we aren't better off from equivalent fixtures win. We are still minus 4 points down, and unfortunately last season we beat the next 8 out of 9. The other was a draw. It's going to be tricky to keep the pace, is to coin a phrase. Interesting point there.
8 out of 9, of which 4 were cup games.
And Michael says, are we playing better than last season win though?
No, but we're not playing any worse.
Sometimes you just gotta laugh, man. Jody Howe, man. Consent is probably got 3 foot of snow.
Because that's the first place that gets snowed in. Up on the hills
Gary
in Durham there.
Gary Kilvington. We are worse off this season because we have spent $250 million in the close season and look no better for it. At best, we have stood still, in which is really going backwards. That's a great point. I didn't. I don't even think about money like that because Win puts up a money graph and thinks that's how you win games. But yeah, that's a great point.
Do you want
as well.
the graph? Net
No,
spend.
please don't make. It's like putting bleach on people's eyes, man. Please don't do that. The match going fans, a lot of them jumped on when we got took over. That's also true, by the way. Some of them got nosebleed all the way up there. I wonder why. Jody JJ, I fear Sunderland will beat us, Chris, and win. Tough fixtures ahead. We must keep our head, lads, says Jody JJ. But that's not good, man. We get beaten by the Macans, boy. We're knackered for real, man. Jody JJ also says, I agree with your caller. Macams versus Jody, huge. But that's just another game for when we win. You said it's just another game. So, which one is it, man? Is it another game or is it a massive game?
Massive game.
So you were wrong yesterday.
Yeah.
Admit it.
But in the scheme of things, it's just another game. It's 3 points. You don't get any more points for beating the Macams. A lot of brownie
just another
points. A lot of brownie points.
Just another game. Run up form means nothing in derby games. Says that's also true. I do believe in that as well. Lee Mack says, Chris, how can you be up 1-0 and lose 2-0? But the point was 2-1, losing 2-1. Again, it's a simple result, but again, if it repeats that you have the lead, gave it up and lose, I mean, nuclear, man. Toon fans, head gone. Dude, I was listening. I'll try to remember now. This guy was on the watch along. He lost his mind when played Tottenham. I need to go back to that. Lee Mags, Chris, how can you? Oh, there we got that. Still, Helsazar says, I agree. If we lose to the scum, Eddie Howe is done. So look at that.
Oh, Sean.
There you go. You see? There you go, man. That's why Wayne saying it's another game, and that's kind of weird. But anyway, Jake says, Chris, our problems are simple. Age in defense with no pace, and a striker with no pace who drops deep. Big Nick drops so deep and has no pace to get back in position. We read that one actually. I don't agree with that, but that's neither here nor there. You need a striker to score, and he certainly has done that. So for the chances that he's been fed, but at the end of the day, we're gonna have to get it sorted. By the way, it's very important. Connor sent me that is Burnley. If J7 gets a yellow, he misses the Mackham game, and also I don't think he's the only one. I think Bruno may be in the boat as well. So
and yet,
I looked at J7. Listen, J7, Bruno, Burn, all are one yellow away from a ban. So what you got to say about that?
Well, I'd heard that on another. That was in another chat, one show that we did, and when I checked it up, I didn't think they were anywhere near, because in the Premier League, Prem yellow cards. 2025-26. You've got Romero, Paqueta, but there's not a Newcastle. There's not a Newcastle player in. They're all on 4. And I'm down to the top 25 now. 30 now. Bruno's on 3. This is Premier League stats. Bruno's on 3 yellows.
Yeah, 3. But that's the stat he gave me. So, is it 5 yellows? Is that what it is? But Carabao Cups count though.
But then it's up to 19 games, yeah. So they've got to go.
The Carabao Cups count. So there you go. So we shall see. But before we go, because we got 2 minutes, and the NUFC comparison show comes on, so you'll be redirected. So stay tuned for that. But Peter NUFC went nuclear against Tottenham. His comments were cracking me up, man. He had it. After they scored, he says, had enough of this day. I'm off the kip. F's sake, man, pissed off. And then he was just commenting, like he wasn't even reading anybody else's comments. He goes, FFS, man. And then he kept going. He says, my head's going. I'm gutted with that. I'm hurt. That hurt me, that. He kept on going and going and going. And then he goes, effing blew it. Sick me, like. He kept going and going. He says, Becca, whole game has been terrible to watch. And he was losing his mind, man. I kept reading his comments.
Was that?
He also said, no, I don't think it was. He doesn't seem like he would react like that. He would be sick though.
No, because Pete was on last night, and like he said, he thought we played well. I thought we played well.
He says not Howe's fault. But this Peter says it's not Howe's fault. It's them players. Poor display from them. So there you go. That's the thing. It's the 13th man. Jesus wept. He kept on going. He wasn't even bothered. He says, "Get beat by Sunderland. There will be hell. There will be hell on FFS." So there you go. And then he goes, "I'm off to cry myself to sleep. Good night." And he kept coming back. He's a J7 crap. Bye. There you go. You
12:30.
Match. So, but anyways, lads, it's been lovely. It's been great. Thank you all of you for calling and having your say. Tune in right now. You'll be redirected to the NUFC comparison with Jamie, Hutch, and Simon to give their takes on the game as well. So enjoy them. They don't have the live chat or anything like that, but enjoy them and see their takes and comment. Hit the like button. We'll see you in the next one tonight, 7:30 p.m. UK. How way the hell? What did he just say? Oh, wow! It's proven. Eddie Howe. See you later, folks. Go and watch the comparison.